Hello, everybody, and welcome to another chapter in the long legacy of the Big Ten Conference. It's a championship game in the new expanded Big Ten, and there are high stakes here, not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for a run at the national championship with an automatic bid. There's a lot more at stake than a championship trophy here today. There's playoff positioning and potentially just getting into the playoff on the line as well, so the stakes have never been higher. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the 11th ranked team, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. Return begins inside the 10. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. First down here for this offense. Gives it to the back. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, that one cost him. He's just trying to get something started here early in the game, trying to take a chance, but it backfires. The defense in great position to come up with that interception.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made on the out route. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. The quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. We'll hand it off. Get some space around the 30. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And then first down right back to the running game.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The pass rush closing in. And he'll be brought down. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And there's the handoff. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And it's caught. Touchdown, SC.
Well, the defense, to me, looked like they may have had a bust. So much focus on the perimeter, worried about the receivers. They lost focus on the tight end. He's wide open. An easy read for this quarterback for the touchdown.
Well, they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Finally tackled out at the 19, and just like that, the offense has moved into the red zone.
Are you kidding me? This big a gain on a quarterback scramble? Defensive coordinator better get his defense together because that had to be a blown assignment. There's no way that a quarterback should get out in the open field off of a scramble and pick up those kind of yards.
That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Trying to find some room. It's Figueroa. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching the game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
See if the offense can punch it in on second and goal.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here.
And he will score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination of this quarterback and receiver for a big day.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. He'll start at the 25. And there comes the USC offense back on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Breaks loose at the 40. They make the stop, but a big gain puts them in enemy territory. Ball spotted at the 48.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Important second down play coming up. It's an out route. The catch made. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Well, when you run that out route, it's going to end up very close to the sideline. Love his awareness to realize not only keep his eyes on the football, but where he is on the field. He gets his toe down before he goes out of bounds for the catch.
Shotgun formation here on third down. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
They're down and short. They decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit. Doesn't work out. Now you're at 4th and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
So if the challenge doesn't work, that'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, USC.
Chris, not shocked at all that they threw this football to this receiver, especially on 4th down. They needed a play. He delivers, but instead of doing it downfield, he shows you what he can do after the catch to get it into the end zone.
And the extra point goes up and good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Michigan offense back out on the field. And that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. And he'll pick up the first down, stop at the 27.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hoare. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. USC 17, Michigan 7.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up 3rd down.
What a really nice job by this defense. Not only do they pressure the quarterback and get after him, but I don't think they tipped their hand with their coverage. They actually waited to the last possible second to bracket this receiver, and it almost paid off for an interception.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Running out of time in the pocket. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
4th down. He's throwing for it. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Well, I'm not surprised they decided to throw the football here on 4th down, but how about the defense doing their job, especially up front, getting in those passing lanes and just knocking the ball down? Not exactly what this offense envisioned and how this play would work out.
Finding space at the 20. And he'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team's on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Offense is back on the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Going to try to use his legs here. On the move, trying to scramble for the first down, comes up short.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
With the defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Try and muscle for the first down. Brought down, but he's past the line to gain.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
He'll take a deep shot. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Offense facing a 3rd and long to the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Trying to extend the play. And he's hit just before the throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
They went for it and failed on 4th down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. There's the snap. They'll set up the throw. Looking for his big tight end. Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch. That decision to go for it on 4th down doesn't work out. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Southern California.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out. The end zone for a touchback. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes the grab. It's Figueroa. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Solid gain. Moves the ball to a 43.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally. They can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain there to move the sticks using his feet.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Good throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. They make the tackle, but that scramble earns him enough yards for the first down.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
And the sophomore making an impact play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
That sack sets up a second down and very long. Moves to his left now, escaping the pocket. Short connection to the tight end here. And he'll be brought down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
So now from the 29, it's third down and short. We'll see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
Trying for a fourth down completion. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. The Wolverines look to keep this drive moving.
Well, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. The offense falls on the fumble. Keeps possession.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Pass protection a serious issue. Another sack makes it second and long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. The pocket breaking down. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. Snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Pressure is coming. And he's swarmed with a pass rush, a sack to end this drive. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Snags a quick throw. In the clear at the 25. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Boy, great job here by the quarterback to find the running back out of the backfield. That'll earn his team a new set of downs.
Time running down, just one play left here in the half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete.
Yeah, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
And that one is no good. And this remains a 3-score game at 24-point margin. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. second half. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. The Salk were able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. This line gets set up. It's a first down play. Toss play. Back heads to his right. He's found some room at the 45. Using a strong stiff arm. Out of bounds after another huge chunk on the ground. What a job by this offensive line today. And the Trojans come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And the wideout goes in motion. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Touchdown, SC. And this one is getting ugly. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. With the conference championship on the line, he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers, but man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? You can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
Return begins inside the 10. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Remember last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped. The opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. He will lose yardage on that play.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's looking to scramble. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. The officials make the easy call. Quarterback was well past the line of scrimmage before throwing the ball. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? He's running out of time here. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Makes the catch. It's Cook. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut in.
Cannot escape it. Down he goes.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
They look to throw it here on second down. Bringing pressure. Escapes the pocket. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, the defense is so caught up in stopping this passing game that they underestimate what this quarterback can do when he pulls it down and can take off. He takes this one all the way to the house.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They'll run it here. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And now the handoff. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. And the quarterback dropping back. Lets it go quickly. He makes the grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. And the Trojans looking to keep this drive moving. It's a shotgun run call. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
It's an easy completion for the quarterback, finding his receiver just dragging underneath coverage.
Looking to throw it on first down. Catch made on the left side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane.
And the ball to the ground. It bounces past the sideline, out of bounds, and they avoid the turnover there.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Offense comes up to the line. It might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, USC 38, Michigan 14.
They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Touchdown, USC. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. First down, they're going to throw the football. Grab behind the line. It's Cook. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Defense is coming after him. They've got him, but not before making first down yards. They'll move the ball to the 41.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back.
And he's looking to make a big play downfield. He's got it near the end zone. Forced out of balance, but not before the football's moved inside the 10. It'll be first down and goal.
What a big play here by the quarterback and the receiver. By having an opportunity to make that big play, now they have a chance to put the ball in the end zone.
The Wolverines looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
You know, today's not been their day, but the thing that you can always hang your hat on is these guys are still competing. They come up with a touchdown here late in the fourth quarter. You can use that as hopefully some momentum into next week.
Now the try for the two-point conversion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
A great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the two-point try.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Trojans. And the beatdown continues.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
Automatic on the PAT. Now they get set to kick it away.
USC 22, Michigan 20.
This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. The Michigan offense comes back out on the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Offense showing a bunch formation now. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Tackled after a short return to the 19, and a huge takeaway in the red zone.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. They lose yards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 16. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. And the Trojans will line up to kick it away. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And they've got the returner corralled. Michigan offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. The pass rush closing in. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. He's looking deep here. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hold on here. We do have a flag down. Let's see what that's about. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. The offense is out there. Here comes a 2-point conversion attempt. And he'll set up to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that 2-point conversion.
And the Herons team able to make the crucial recovery. The guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Work the clock here with the running game. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Now it's 2nd down here. Where's the snap? Looking to throw the ball. The ball is picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? At the 20. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock instead. Throws it into coverage. Now they get a chance to get right back in the game.
Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. Pass caught. Can he get in? Tackle after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. He moves the ball to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Launching one to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost him.
Handoff running right. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own to the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
2nd down after that previous play. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial quick pressure. They've got him down for a sack. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. First down, looking to throw the ball. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. He's picked for a third time tonight. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a screen pass complete to the running back.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. We're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.